They have to move because they're in the way of a worldwide competition. The Japan Sports Council is trying to have a small group of homeless people kicked out of a public park in Tokyo. They're refusing to move, and that is delaying construction plans for the 2020 Summer Olympic Games. It's expected that the homeless people will be removed within a few months at most. With more than 100 million homeless people in the world, it's easy to walk on by when the problem is staring you right there in the face. One San Francisco entrepreneur refuses to let that happen. He believes mobile tools can provide what he calls miracle messages that could help reduce the homeless problem, reconnecting families. CCTV's Mark New has insight.
Jeffrey Michael Gottschall.
It was a little more than a year ago that on San Francisco's Market Street, Jeffrey Gottschall, on the missing persons list for 12 years, sent a video message to his family.
I'm doing all right. I'm not in bad shape. Could be worse. And hope y'all enjoy your New Year.
That was the beginning of Miracle Messages, a website that utilizes social media to help the homeless reconnect with their loved ones. Jeffrey got a message back from his long-lost sister, Jennifer.
I'd like you to meet your niece and nephew. Josh will be 18 in a few days. Rachel is 12, and they both want to meet you too.
Merry Christmas, Jeff.
Merry Christmas, Jeff.
On this night, Miracle Messages founder Kevin Adler runs into Jeffrey again and immediately connects him with his sister by phone for the first time in 20 years.
Hey, Jennifer. Jennifer, can you hear me? I'm here with Jeffrey.
Okay.
He's on the line right now.
Okay.
How you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
Jennifer plans to visit Jeffrey in San Francisco soon. Miracle Messages also set up a fundraising page to help Jeffrey get home to Pennsylvania. Adler's motivation is personal.
My uncle Mark was homeless for 30 years. He suffered from schizophrenia, but I never saw him as a homeless man. He's just my beloved uncle. And so when he passed away, I just started thinking about how the storytelling tools like Facebook and smartphones and wearable cameras can be used to help tell the stories of folks who are on the streets.
This work is really about using some of the tools that we all have access to help our homeless neighbors.
Every month, Adler goes to churches and communities to train volunteer video messengers.
Speak to them as if they're sitting right here, okay?
Volunteers soon capture dramatic stories, like from Miguel Escalante, who last saw his mother in Guatemala 17 years ago.
She said, I want to know. I told her, I love her. She's my life.
Charlotte Bell has been homeless for 5 years and hasn't connected with family in 2 decades.
Hi, I'm looking for an old man that I married, the last man in my life. And he's a great guy. He's an ex-cook. His name is Donald Rex Bell. I hope he's okay and doing well. I'm looking for my son.
And your due birth is 2/11/55.
First-time volunteer Julie Butler learns about Navy veteran David Lee. Evicted from his residence a year ago, Lee maintains a sense of humor.
Mr. Lee, contact me at Pier 80 quick, because if you don't, I'm older than trees and working on dirt.
So I'm excited to do research online and see if we can find his brother. His brother was a dentist, and so maybe there's information if he still has a practice.
So right now we have everyone from Marilyn, who's a 65-year-old retired woman in Florida who spends her time volunteering with us and locating the families of loved ones. We've had a 15-year-old teenage girl who's helped locate the family in another instance. So it's creating a way to use social media for social good in a way that anyone can do.
Adler has talked to numerous shelters and nonprofit groups who are only required to contact the family of homeless after they've died. In half those cases, the families don't want anything to do with them. But the other half say, why did you take so long to call us? We were searching for them. Miracle Messages has so far connected at least 15 families and even arranged some cross-country reunions, like Perry Thornley, who after 19 years of separation saw his son Joseph again. Adler says he's been told over and over that homeless people never realized they were homeless until they lost support from family and friends. He realizes getting someone off the street is a long process, but it's one he's willing to start wherever he goes. On this walk, Adler meets Robert Bryant, who would be easy for most people to ignore. But when Adler offers them the chance to send a message to family, Robert shows eagerness to learn about his younger sister, Darla. Through a few searches on social media, Adler gives Robert what all people need: hope.
I think that's her.
Mark New, CCTV, San Francisco.
Okay, show it to me.